It's another edition of the Power Circuit, a production of the Transmission Company of Nigeria TCN. Join me, Amara Agogoesi, as we run through this edition, packed with informative reports. We'll start with high points from the launch of the Southeast Light Up Initiative. There is a special report on the vandalism of power transmission assets. Kindly come along with us on this edition. The President Bola Tinubu-led administration is seeking innovative means to ensure that every part of Nigeria is self-sufficient when it comes to electricity. Just recently, Vice President Kashim Shettima launched the Southeast Light Up Initiative in Enugu. He is hopeful that the transformative program will bring about industrial expansion. The Power Circuit brings to you a high point of this.
The hope and aspiration of every developing country is to have electricity and have it in a stable manner. This is because electricity is a key driver for national development and industrial revolution. With the Southeast Light Up Initiative, officials believe the geopolitical zone will experience more transformative economic indices. The initiative was conceived by the Niger Delta Power Holding Company, NDPHC, in collaboration with its partners to accelerate power supply to industrial and cluster areas in the southeast. In his address, His Excellency Vice President Kashim Shettima said the journey of Light Up program is a transformative one which leads to industrial expansion for Nigeria.
We gather here today to embark on a transformative journey, the launch of the Light Up Nigeria project in the southeastern states. This marks a renewal of hope for industrialists, for investors, and for the firms that have long endured the consequences of Nigeria's power supply deficit. The Light Up Nigeria project powers the hope of our industrialists and serves as a long-awaited solution to the power supply deficit that has undermined our economy over the past decades. So this intervention isn't a ribbon-cutting charade. This is a calculated endeavor to re-engineer our economy, and whatever we design to oil the wheels of our industries is futile unless we stabilize Nigerian electricity supply industry. I can assure you that President Bola Ahmed means well for the nation, means well for the people, means well for the Southeast. And the governors, you may like to demonize them, but the governors of the Southeast are some of the best in the nation.
Also speaking, the Minister of Power, Chief Adebayo Adelabu, said the flag off of the activities will contribute to the efforts in solving power supply challenges in the southeast states. Chief Adelabu also appealed to the governors of the states to intervene on litigations over power sector issues and the challenges of encroachment of power access right of way in the zone.
We want to appeal to my excellencies, the governors of the southeast, to help this sector. There are some peculiar issues that will experience more in the southeast area, and you must help us to address those issues. Number one, even though this is general across the nation, is vandalization. It is only in Nigeria that we will deliberately destroy our national assets.
The Enugu State Governor, Mr. Peter Mba, hosted the dignitaries. He made remarks at the launch of the initiative, along with other governors in the southeast geopolitical zone.
Today, we are flagging off what is, in my view, a new dawn for the power sector in the southeast, and one of the most innovative initiatives in the power sector, the Light Up Nigeria project. This project is of critical importance since it deals with the power sector, which I believe is pivotal to economic growth. Indeed, if we fixed power, a lot of other sectors would have fallen into place.
The Light Up program witnessed a business roundtable which featured the Vice President, Southeast governors, and other participants deliberating on delivering reliable and sustainable power to industrial, cluster, and residential areas in the geopolitical zone. Managing Director of the NDPAC and driver of the initiative, Mr. Chiedu Ubo, itemized the key power projects in the zone.
Working with the governor, His Excellency the Governor of Imo State, we're expanding Ebu Station. NDPAC is doing that directly. I've just been speaking with His Excellency the Governor of Anambra State. You know, we'll be doing Ihiala substation, and again, that's part of the guidance, so that they'll provide us with the support. Ihiala, we went to Radiate, we finished our new substation, but the source from Ihiala to is right of way, which the Honorable Minister mentioned. Again, the excellencies have agreed to help us, and then the Excellency Governor of Imo State is helping us with the right of way on that. So a lot of work is being done.
The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, transmits bulk electricity from power generating companies, GenCos, distribution load centers of distribution companies, DISCOs, nationwide. At TCN, we transport bulk electricity at very high voltage to DISCOs, who now off-take it and distributes it directly to electricity customers nationwide. TCN does not generate electricity. We transport the quantum of power generated to distribution load centers. TCN does not distribute electricity directly to electricity consumers. Our job stops where that of the DISCOs begin. TCN consists of two distinct business units: the Transmission Service Provider, TSP, and Independent System Operation, ISO. ISO comprises System Operation, SO, and Market Operation, MO. Each business unit performs specialized functions under the TCN umbrella. TCN, transmitting bulk electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
Nigeria, through the Transmission Company of Nigeria TCN, is on a mission to become the electricity transmission hub in the West African sub-region, especially as it steers the leadership of the West African Power Pool, WAP. While the various efforts to improve the transmission system are ongoing, the rising cases of sabotage and vandalism of power transmission lines and towers is worrisome.
Just at the weekend, TCN reported that one of its critical infrastructures, the Shiroro to Katampe 330 kV transmission line, was vandalized. That was the fifth of such incidents within February and March of this year. The Shiroro Katampe transmission line 1 tripped on Sunday morning. With unsuccessful restoration, linesmen were dispatched to physically patrol the suspected area, where it was found that tower number 244 to tower number 245 were vandalized and the conductors stolen. TCN immediately mobilized for conductor replacement, but the second line remains fully operational and complemented by the Gwagwalada 330 kV line serving the Kukwaba-Apo axis. TCN calls upon Nigerians to assist in reporting such acts of vandalism. Electricity infrastructure is a national asset and safeguarding it is a collective responsibility. Another incident was along the 330 kV Gwagwalada to Katampe transmission line in the Federal Capital Territory, where tower number 70 was sabotaged. The TCN lines and patrol team discovered that 4 tower footings of tower number 70 were vandalized, destroying the tower legs and causing the tower to stand on the ground, supported by conductors.
Some 2 years back, we have been experiencing so many activities of vandalization in this our area, especially this Gwagwalada, in Suleja, Gwagwalada, Eastman, Gwagwalada, Lokoja, all this line have been attacked. In fact, mostly it has been incessant attacking. 2 weeks, sometimes 3 weeks. So lucky just after 1 year, all these attacks have been subsided. Even the recent one we recorded is December 10th of last year. That is exactly on 10th of December we recorded another attack. But this type of attack it has come differently from the normal attacking we have been seeing, we have been experiencing. Mostly this attack is mostly on financial and economic reasons. The vandals normally attack to do away with our conductors, tower members, for their economic reasons. But this time around, the mission for this attack is not clear. Because if you look at the nature of this attack, it is so devastating that it had destroyed almost everything. But neither the conductor nor the tower members has been caught away.
Engineer Ismaila further noted the structure of power transmission line at the Gwagwalada transmission hub, noting that when the incident happened, the bulk power was disrupted.
The arrangement of this thing is that supply coming from Shoro, we have double circuit of 330 kV coming from Shoro. And when it reaches this junction, while we connect, we have just made it in terms just like a turn in, turn out. So the one leg has gone direct from Shoro to Katempe. That's our major load center at transmission here in Abuja. And one leg goes to Gwagwalada and connect to Gwagwalada, and at Gwagwalada we have more power supply coming from Lokoja, 2 double line, Lokoja 6 and 7 coming to Gwagwalada. When it goes to Gwagwalada, it will meet with that of Shoro. Mostly we are about cutting Shoro. So the one that Gwagwalada there are more power supply coming from down is being generated from fossil power. That is the gas supply. So from there, Gwagwalada, it comes out as turn in and connect this with this one of that Shoro, and goes, the 2 of them goes to Katampe. So when it goes to Katampe, that's now we have supply from Shiroro and coming one from Gwagwalada and Lokoja.
The principal manager, transmission at the Gwagwalada sub-region of TCN, Engineer Oladotun Farong-Bojo, spoke about how the system operation team at the control room discovered the brief disruption of bulk power flow in the sub-region.
Our operators in the control room notified us that there was a tripping on this G5B line. That's Gwagwalada Katampe line. And so all efforts to restore that line were proved abortive. And as usual, we suspected that it was a case of vandalism because they come to our lines, they vandalize it, and when we try to restore, we are not able to restore. However, when we came here Monday morning, we discovered that it was something entirely different. This is a case of national security. The foundation of our towers were blown apart. As we speak, this tower is standing just on the members, not attached to a foundation.
Farron Bojo noted the remediation work on the tower.
And you can see our men here. We are creating a dead man so as to secure this tower from falling or cascading. Because if it falls, it's catastrophic. It can include other towers too to collapse. So that's why we are presently doing this now. These you can see our men, they are digging a temporary pit to secure this tower.
As at when this spotlight was produced, TCN has completed the initial repair of the damaged tower and its associated equipment to restore bulk power flow on the line. In the Port Harcourt region of TCN, an act of vandalism was recorded. A senior manager of system lines at the Port Harcourt sub-region, Engineer Lawrence Koside, spoke about the spate of vandalism in the region.
As I'm talking to you, this line now, the line 2 is out due to this line cut. And another thing is this: the problem of the conductor is another serious case. If you watch this conductor, it's 250 aluminum conductor, not 150. The one we did last, we know how we manage to get it.
The TCN official noted that it requires huge financial commitment to restore the power transmission lines once they are tampered with.
What we are saying is this area. Like I said, the problem happened here. This is 145 where we are now, up to 149. We have not talking about the other side until we go there.
Beside the financial implications and the fortune it costs the Nigerian government, there are inherent dangers, including the threat to life when the power transmission assets are sabotaged. So citizens are urged to stay clear of this menace.
We are advising them to allow government property to flow and not to cause unnecessary havoc. And two, there are so many dangers. Like I said, electricity does not allow you to touch it before a case. Some of them does not know the danger involved, that immediately you're near it, it can cause your life, it can even cause many damages, and also bring auto hardship to the public. So we are advising them to go away from such acts, because here now it has rendered the entire complex into black art, and they are not doing it to only themselves, even to the people that are living in this area.
TCN is again making an urgent appeal to the host communities to collaborate with the company in the fight against vandalism and the necessary preservation of power infrastructures nationwide, which is our collective asset. In the Northeast region, there have also been several reports of vandalism of power transmission assets. Just recently, again, TCN discovered that tower number 377 and tower number 378 along the Gombe-Damaturu 330 kV transmission line was vandalized by insurgents. So far, the company has addressed the damage and restored bulk power to the affected area. Also in February, tower number 388 along the Jos-Bauchi 132 kV single circuit transmission line was vandalized, resulting in its collapse. This incident mirrors a similar act of sabotage in December 2023, which brought down tower number 372 and tower number 373 along the Gombe-Damaturu 330 kV single circuit transmission line, killing a security operative and affecting power supply in the same Yobe and Borno states. The line and towers from the December incident were fully reconstructed and energized in February 2024. A week earlier, in December 2023, the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, reported an attack on tower number 372 around Katsaita village in Yobe State. The act of vandalism also pulled down tower number 373 along the same transmission line route. TCN also reported an act of vandalism late last year along Gwagwalada-Kukwaba-Apo 132 kV transmission line in Abuja, where tower number 23 and tower number 25 were affected. The vandals scattered away the conductor, which temporarily affected the 132 33 kV Kukwaba transmission substation.
The management of the Transmission Company of Nigeria (TCN) reiterates the need for vigilance in the fight against vandalism of power equipment. It is important that you report suspicious movements around our power equipment to security operatives or to the nearest TCN offices nationwide. Thank you as you continue to do this. We're glad you followed through on this edition, where we brought you reports on the following. The program began with high points from the launch of the Southeast Light Up initiative. The special report was on the vandalism of power transmission assets. Join us next week on this same station for another edition of the Power Circuit. This episode and the previous are available on our YouTube channel. If you haven't connected with TCN on social media platforms, then it's time to do that. Kindly subscribe to the TCN YouTube channel, TCN_Nigeria. We implore you to support TCN on Facebook as you like the page Transmission Company of Nigeria. You can also follow TCN on X, formerly Twitter, via @TCN_Nigeria. Experience TCN and its activities on Instagram as you click TCN_Nigeria. Send your observations and comments by email through affairs.public@tcn.org.ng. For more information about the company's activities, go to the interactive website www.tcn.org.ng. There is also an information website www.tcnnews.ng where TCN keeps you informed all through. Keep supporting TCN by guarding against vandalism of transmission lines, towers and substations in your locality. The management is committed to sustain its bulk power evacuation for national development. I am Amara Agugwesi. See you soon.